They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Single, single. Single, single. Watch number 5. Watch number 5. Here I come.
2nd and 4. It's caught by Mike Evans. Mike Evans, he's going to go. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Matt Gay on for the extra point. And that one gives the Bucs a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Buccaneers 7, Titans nothing. Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Mariota and the Titans break the huddle 1st and 10 at their own 22. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
The tackle made at the 24-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 24-yard line.
Switch.
From the 24, Mariota flush to his right. To the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. Now, they tried to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. To throw is Mariota, dancing to his left. Mariota had an 87-yard run as a rookie. This one a bit less, but it is a 1st down.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a 1st down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Off play action to Henry. Here's Mariota. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, helped force the incompletion.
Yeah, had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. 3rd and long here for Mariota. Flushed out right. Now he'll go deep down the middle. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. He's going to take off with it. It's a gain of 5. And just like that, it's third down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain. Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for third down. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. And an out run. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a very good return as he takes us all the way up to the 35-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
From the 39, Mariota. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the 1st quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. On 3rd down, Mariota. And that is incomplete. Good coverage that time by Sean Bunting. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 21 yards there, a big play on 4th down. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. That one goes for 30 yards. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go Band of Brothers thought process. No one left behind, no pointing fingers, no accusations, because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become long-lasting.
A 1st down carry for Henry. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mariota under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Mariota now. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick. But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that with them longer than missing a field goal because an extra point's supposed to be automatic.
Absolutely, and I would think even field goals inside of 30 yards, even though they're substantially shorter than a PAT, it just has a different feel, doesn't it?
A different feel, a different vibe. That's what I get from all the kickers I talk to. They always say if I miss an extra point, that's the one that bothers me more.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. On second down, here's Barkley. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7.
Hey, pull his mic right there. Pull his mic. Hey, watch your leg. Check. Okay.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. It's caught inside the 25. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
Undercrush. Anyway. Check 43.
King operating from the gun. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
On 1st down, it's Henry. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. Here's Mariota. He's got a man, Corey Davis. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 17 yards on that play for the Titans.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Mariota to throw it. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Play fake to Henry. Now Mariota. It comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2. Pretty
reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Yeah, can he put it aside? Let's find out. Second and 5. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump off passes. But this guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
He stretched it right there, turned it into a really nice game. Throwing on first down. King. Escaping the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Completes it to Miller. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on second down.
My man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
Yeah, really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. And now he'll tuck it and run. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. He can run for it, and he went, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Their mobile quarterback as the first half is winding down, as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Intended for Tyler Boyd. Incomplete.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Final play of the half here. Mariota flush to his right. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it.
Derrick Henry all alone. 30. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It's a big run that time by Henry. 52 yards. Throwing is Mariota. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Tyler Boyd, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. Mariota. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off with great anticipation. And now nothing but green ahead of him. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay,
and nothing but daylight ahead. He's at the 30. And they're going to have this all the way down deep into Tennessee territory. A tremendous play there from Saquon Barkley. 57 yards.
And the Buccaneer first down.
A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play.
52, 52. You must be true.
To throw on second down, King. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Scott Miller, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. From the 31, Mariota. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Hands to Henry. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
They'll run it again with Henry. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Check 26, check 26.
It's 3rd and 1.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
Check, check, check.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
They'll run on first down. Henry. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Mariota now from the 50. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. This one caught by Davis. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 36. Mariota now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Throwing on 2nd down. Mariota. He's got Smith here. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Jonnu Smith, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are back within a single score. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play. Now this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Put off inside the 5. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Looking to throw. King going up top for Miller. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Scott Miller with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year, as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish.
Who do you want? Who do you want? Who do you want? 3. At 58 is a mic. Scene 6.
Mariota from the gun on 3rd down. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's 4th down. Here's Jamie Gillett. And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out, and the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. And he's got room. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. A 21-yard touchdown run as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. So a designed run all the way, and he took it the distance. I don't know that anybody saw that coming.
Well, on this play, how about the vision of it? Being able to see the open field, make his move, and get there. Oftentimes, defenses have a spy for the quarterback position to try and take care of it. On that play, if they did, it certainly
He's
didn't
lost.
work. Yeah, there's no doubt.
Let's go.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. A run there on first down going nowhere as he stopped right at the 25. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. So they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Airing it out deep for Smith. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Mariota. Uncorks one for Davis. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or two shy of midfield. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field. So
after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. To throw is King. Off the play fake. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step 1. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away.
Trying to set up the screen, and it's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. The 40. The 30, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
That's a touchdown. That's a touchdown right
Make
here.
it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. Tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded at the 2. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, Let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Mariota on first down. Flushed out right. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Corey Davis, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
Right there. Check the out, check the out, check the out.
Now Mariota. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally down at the 32-yard line. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 32-yard line. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Mariota's throw caught by Brown. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 13-yard line. On first down, Jones. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Looking to throw on second down. Mariota, he'll buy some time right. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
And he's going to come up well shy of the first here as the tackle's made right around the 12. Mariota to throw for it on fourth. Now this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Buccaneers defense holds and they get the football back. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because
and his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off at the 22. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the fourth quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now.
And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. So after the sack here, 2nd and 14. To throw Mariota. Sliding out of the pocket. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Well, this one complete to Smith. And they'll get to him short of the first down at about the 16. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And his kick is good. And that drops the deficit from 28 to 25. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And did the Titans get this? Yes, Tennessee football. Great job by the kick team there to get the football, but also don't forget about the man that started it, the lonesome kicker himself.
I love that you brought him into it because he doesn't get nearly the attention he deserves. Oftentimes it's only when it's negative. In this case, he created a positive play for his team.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Levante David making his presence felt in the backfield. After the sack on first down, Mariota. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11. On third down, Mariota. eluding the pressure right. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot.
Ready? 50 on the base. Check. 52's the mic. Coming.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
I got you.
That one looks like he'll throw here. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
He'll get a couple of yards on the keeper, but it's going to lead to a 4th down. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Bucs, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, they'll sink now to 0-4. And they'll try to turn it around next week as they head to Atlanta for a matchup with the Falcons. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.